Communities in Schools is a national organization that has affiliates in 27 states. We serve millions of students every year throughout the country. Our mission is to surround students with a community of support, empowering them to stay in school and succeed in life. And to do that, our programs focus on two of the very biggest risk factors for dropping out of school: poverty and lack of academic success. So to help students in need throughout the district, we have three main ways. We bring in about $75,000 worth of in-kind donations that we distribute, and that includes things like back-to-school supplies, grooming aids, new and gently used clothing, and just a wide array of items to help students in poverty.
It's my job to meet with these kids, meet with the families, and see where Communities in Schools can step in and provide those things for that child. It's a win-win situation. We're helping them, they'll do well in school, they'll do well at home, and we're producing kids that care about their community and later on will succeed and be productive adults.
Andre Anderson is my 6-year-old who goes to Jill DeRay Elementary. He's had asthma, severe asthma, since he was 4 years old. His eyesight's pretty bad. He's got a 10 in one eye. So his lenses on his glasses are pretty thick. It's been more difficult for him to learn than is for other children because of his eyesight and because of his asthma. I've been diagnosed with lupus and with connective muscle tissue disease and fibromyalgia, and had brain surgery in 2008. This last winter, before Christmas, we had a problem providing for not only Andre, my 6-year-old, but also for my 15-year-old Jeremiah and for my 2-year-old Michaela for clothing. As far as winter clothes, they just didn't have anything to keep them warm, anything that was decent to wear. And Communities in Schools, they went ahead and they bought several outfits for not only Andre, but my 15-year-old and my 2-year-old. They got them tops, shirts, jackets, pants, and they also got clothing for me.
We also have programs in partnership with other agencies like the Auburn Food Bank, where the Auburn Food Bank provides a backpack of food for 20 students in critical need at 12 different schools.
We didn't have a lot of food in the house a few months ago, and they started sending home a bag every Friday. So it's something that we can depend on, and that it helps get us through.
The kindergarten students and the tutors receive a snack here at the school during peer tutoring, and for a lot of these kids, it's their meal for the evening. They don't have food at home ready for them for dinner. This is it, and so it's very important, and these kids depend on it.
A lot of times, students living in poverty are also struggling academically. Not always, but a lot of times the two risk factors are intertwined. And so we have, starting in kindergarten and first grade, we have peer tutoring programs where kindergartners and first graders are tutored by older students. Sometimes that's older elementary, sometimes it's middle school students that are helping them out. And we're hoping to actually help both ends of that spectrum. The research shows that older students that are engaged in tutoring activities specifically and community service generally also tend to remain more engaged in school and do better academically.
By our tutors coming and helping these students, it's helping them as well to become better readers, and it enforces their skills, especially at the elementary level. It also is giving them an opportunity to give back. A lot of these children that do come and tutor have received some kind of service from Communities in Schools, and it makes them feel good. It's an opportunity to give back.
Andre was getting pretty depressed. He was feeling pretty bad about himself because of some stuff that I had in my home life going on. I wasn't able to focus and spend a lot of time with him, working with him and tutoring him. The peer tutoring program, he feels great about himself now. He looks forward to going to school every day. He's happy. His self-esteem is definitely higher. And he knows his letters now, the sounds they make. He's doing great. He looks forward to going to school every day.
We also have volunteer reading programs for 3rd and 4th graders where community volunteers come in and help 3rd and 4th graders with their reading skills using a workbook that's provided by Costco.
I had spent a little bit of time and was familiar with communities and schools, and called Arlene and asked if she had any opportunities, and she came up with a reading here at the school. Dick Scobie, formerly North Auburn Elementary, was where I went to first in kindergarten and 1st grade. In fact, grew up right across the street here. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to come in and volunteer.
So tell us about Ron, your tutor.
He's nice and funny.
He's a lot of fun to work with. He doesn't always get my jokes, but then again, a lot of people don't always get my jokes. So.
And what do you guys talk about when you're here in the mornings?
When I'm done reading a story, he tells me like about his day and my day.
Oh. Do you guys have anything in common?
We both play basketball.
I have been working hard on him to cheer for the Cougars, and I know he's been doing that for me.
So when you first started with Ron back in October, how would you say you did?
I struggled.
You struggled with it? Okay. And how are you now?
Good.
One of the things I've noticed for Cornelius is how much progress he's made throughout the year. Starting off the year, reading was a little more difficult for him, and as he goes through, each week is a different lesson, a little bit harder, some stuff that tries and tricks him. And I think that's really rewarding for me, and like I say, at the end of the day, I'm sure I get more out of it than he does.
We also contract with school staff to have them help students after school in math skills, and that is a program for upper elementary students.
There's a certificated teacher that works with each of the children that is helping them build their math skills to prepare them for catch them up for this year and hopefully set them up for success next year and help them with their MSP.
So you work with Ron in the mornings, but you also come after school, right? Mm-hmm. What do you do after school with us?
We do some algebra and this things. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. What does that mean?
The P stands for parentheses. Mm-hmm. And the E, we don't have to worry about till middle school.
Right.
And M stands for multiplication. D stands for division. And A stands for add, and S stands for subtract.
And that's the order of operations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
We also have site coordinators who are working during the day with varying students.
I have a couple of intervention groups where I work with the children during the day. And one group is a kindergarten group, and we're working on letter recognition and sounds of letters and putting those sounds together to form words. It's the basic reading skills that are necessary for them to become good readers, and we're trying to reinforce that. The first graders that I work with, we're also working on reading skills, but we're building fluency in their reading and helping them meet benchmark, which is where they need to be at the end of the year to be successful first graders and be able to move on confidently into the 2nd grade.
When a student is referred to me, it is my job to assess their individual needs and provide them with a wraparound support system by involving them in as many programs that we have that fit their needs.
If we're giving a student food, it isn't enough just to give them the food. We have to know, are we getting that student the multiple services they might need to truly stay on track in school and to make progress?
It's not uncommon to find a student who is referred to us who needs help with clothing or food, and then we find that they need academic support as well, and that goes both ways. We have students who are referred to us for academic support, and later we find that they need basic needs items as well. So Cornelius, in both the reading program before school and the math program after school, what have been your favorite parts?
multiplication, division, because I'm not really good at division.
Okay. And did you have any favorite parts about reading in the morning?
Reading at the end and the blocks.
The blocks game?
It's fun.
For volunteering, I just can't think of anything better to do, to reach out one-on-one with a young man in the community. My wife, Lorianne, has joined me this year, and the two of us come down, and each day we leave all excited about what the kids learn.
A recent study of communities and schools done by an independent organization showed that the communities and schools model of site-based, coordinated school care is the only model that has been demonstrated, has actual evidence that we improve graduation rates. We're very proud in Auburn to be a part of that tradition.
Yay!
Thank
you for helping us.